Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. The 50 Shades trilogy is over. I am free. I wonder if that is the actual meaning behind 50 Shades Freed. That we as the audience are freed from the bondage that this franchise ensued upon us, upon the stupidity. I'm Chad Sabourin, guys, and I'm here to review 50 Shades Freed. The third, and thank God, the final entry in the trilogy, where it sees Anna and Christian married, having sex. Oh, and there's also a stalker who gets let go off bail for $500,000, even though he probably did not have that money. Along with many other plot holes, guys, this film is filled to the brim with the stupidity that you are to be expected of this film. And you know, it is a shame. It is a real shame because this director directed Glengarry Glen Ross, which is a great film. And then you see James Foley directing 50 Shades Darker and now 50 Shades Free, and you're like, bro, I will give it this. The film is well shot. It has a good color palette. It's very interesting that is something to behold in a franchise like this. Like, it actually is well shot. Like, the Twilight franchise didn't even have that going for it, but this franchise is actually kind of well shot. The music is awful. Like, really, really bad. The soundtrack, every single pop song you can probably think of or that they make up, they literally put for every single scene. It is so annoying because you feel as though it is just an advertisement for the songs and the album instead of, hey, it flowing naturally and making sense. But no, this series doesn't run like that, guys. It doesn't. It doesn't run on making sense. Because if it made sense, there wouldn't be 3 movies. You have a franchise covering topics that could be potentially sensitive to millions of people. And yet the way they go about it is just so dumbed down and not deep in the slightest. I understand 95% of people that are going to see this film are not looking for stuff that's deep. But there is potential for there to be deep stuff. And instead, the only thing that's deep is us, like, wanting to put our face in a toilet from all the torture of just watching this film. It's a shame. It really is a shame. But alas, like, it's a third entry in the film franchise. And so you're expecting at this point. You know, it's like, you know, sometimes every now and then in my head, I'm like, you know what could possibly be worse than the last 2 Transformer films? And then all of a sudden I think in my mind, oh gosh, you had to think about it. And then I'm like, 50 Shades trilogy. And I'm like, yep, now I can honestly say that. And I just start, like, because it's like, it literally, words, I start to lose words, like with this trilogy. It just, words start to not make sense, and I'm just like, this is actually happening. How on earth did this get put on screen? You spent $90 million on the screen, and you don't even have a half-decent screenplay that a 9-year-old could write. For crying out loud, this screenplay... And let's just talk about the pacing. This film is so slow. Like, how many times are you going to emphasize that they're having sex? We get it. It's not even interesting sex. In fact, all you did is make me not want to eat Ben & Jerry's ice cream. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen the film. You know what I'm saying? It's like this film is literally Ben & Jerry's vanilla ice cream. In terms of the sex content too. It is not interesting, it's very dull, and frankly, I feel as though a lot of people are just watching this franchise at this point because they read the books, and the books must be better. Well, you know what? Guess what? I read a little bit of the books, and they're pretty bad too. And you know what also happened? You guys made me get off topic. Let me get to the climax. You see what I did there? A climax of this film. So, you have a film that is focusing on all these sex scenes and romance, more like Christian being controlling and, you know, dominant, you know, because he's a man, you know, so you gotta be dominant. And then you have the last 20 minutes where basically there's someone got kidnapped, you know, not gonna say who, but, and then it's like, oh, will they save it or whatnot? It's like just some of the dumbest character moments that you could possibly imagine happen on screen, right in front of you. You get to witness it, all for the price of a $12 ticket, guys. So if you want to see some awful character development, some of the worst written dialogue, some of the worst chemistry on screen, and one of the worst soundtracks in recent memory, since last year's 50 Shades came out, then you guys should see 50 Shades Free. Because again, the only positive of this film is the way it was shot, and let's face it, most people do not care about that if you are seeing this film. So I will be giving 50 Shades Free a 0.5 out of 5-star rating. Yeah, I think this is the worst film of the year. You know, we'll see. What did you guys think, though, 50 Shades Free? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I'm sorry I kind of went to rant, but you know, this film really annoyed me. There's a lot of things wrong with this film, as you just noticed. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys later.